Hello, everybody. Welcome to Scotty's Side. Thank you for joining me today. Really appreciate it. I really, really do. Thanks, guys. Damn. God damn, it's good to be here. Anyway, today I want to talk about alpha widowing and how it is very real. It is a real fucking thing. Holy shit. I know because I've done it. All right, but not to toot my own horn or anything like that, right? Now, I haven't been in a relationship for, oh, Christ, 8 or 9 years, something like that. So, now, could you say I'm going monk? I don't know. I still have women that I screw around with here and there, So, I don't know. I still deal with them for a little while. But yeah, there's probably two examples that I have of all the women in my life that I think I've done that. I've alpha widowed them. Okay. Maybe a third. Maybe a third. First one is, and I've talked about this relationship here and there on this channel and live streams and stuff like that. I had a Japanese girlfriend for about 5.5 years, something like that. Okay. And now this girl had only been with, I think she had 2 serious relationships, something like that. She had 2 serious boyfriends before me. Okay. So now, of course, these boyfriends were Japanese, right? Very beta guys. Very beta. She went into some details about not so much their physical stuff or whatever, but their like how they were, what kind of guys they were. And it was, she didn't necessarily like talk trash, but she kind of, as she was talking about it, she was kind of like, these guys are kind of lame. Like, the more she would talk about it and describe these guys, she's like, yeah, they're kind of lame now that I think about it. And so now you got to understand that, I'm only 5'10", but she was 5 foot nothing. Okay, so I am 10 inches taller than her. So for her, even though, it's not the magic 6 or whatever like that, I'm not 6 feet tall. For her, though, she had to look up like that to me. Guys, the bitches love it. I'm just telling you, they like to look up to a guy. It is what it is, right? And, I'm not exactly sure how tall these guys were, but they weren't as tall as me. Okay. Second of all, like, I kept my frame like hard with her, okay? I kept my frame strong. Way more than hers, and there's this perception that Asian women or Japanese women are more submissive, and I mean, they are, but guys, they still shit test you. They still pull the same crap. They still try the same girly stuff. They just do it a little differently. And they're way more, I don't know if soft is the right word. It's just different. They're just different than American women. But they still do the same thing. Okay. So, I come along. I'm her third guy that she's ever been with, like, sexually. And so I come in there and I'm very, I don't know, I have that very outgoing and like, I am what I am. You're in my frame. If you don't like it, you can leave. And I had told her that straight up several times in our relationship of like, it would suck if we broke up or if, something happened, but I'm going to move on. I'm going to find someone else. I'm going to look forward and keep going. And she was like, God damn, like, she's like, I wish I could be that strong. So she thought in her head that I was like the coolest motherfucker ever. All right. And this was before like I started working out. This was when I was like a chubby fucker. Like I didn't, I had this weird kind of goatee, like long right here goatee thing, and I didn't have my undercut, and so I looked really like, scraggly and shit like that, and just way out of shape, like fat and stuff, but that stuff didn't matter. It didn't matter to her because, you know, women just they love differently. They really do. If you can, oh man, how do I explain this? Like if you can excel in these other areas, which I did, for her, that's all that mattered. She didn't care what other people thought. She just went like, this motherfucker is the coolest. Like she was like, I'm not gonna do better than him. I'm not. I mean, she could if she wanted to, but at the same time, even if she found a cool motherfucker after me, which I doubt, toot my own horn again, I'm still going to be that first guy, that first one that put her in her place, kept her where she wanted to be. She wanted to submit to a cool motherfucker that kept her in her place, because her boyfriends before were pushover, weak, beta dudes. And then I come along and she's like, oh shit, so this is what a man is. And I can't imagine any other weak dude that comes after me. She's going to be like, God, she's going to be like, this dude sucks, dude. Like, he's not Scott. And so, that's alpha widowing. Straight up. Every other motherfucker. Now, on the flip side of that, if she does find a guy that she does find somewhat cool and she's patient with him, then the guy should be thanking me, because he's like, you train this girl right. And before anyone gets upset about how I just used the word train, I don't mean it like training a dog. We all train each other in our personalities, our likes and our dislikes, all that kind of stuff. We all kind of work around each other's quirks and all that kind of stuff. So now, did I train her a little bit in how to act and things like that? Yes. Excuse me. Just had lunch, so a little burpy right now. But it wasn't like a forceful thing. She wanted it. She was at a point in her life where she found this cool guy, and it was like, finally, hell yeah, I'm going to follow him. And I'm going to take what he says and what he does, and I'm going to follow that and, do my best and all that kind of stuff. And she did. She was a good girl, guys. She was a real good girl. I got her to the point where I could make her stop, because she would get all emotional, the typical girl stuff. She'd get real emotional, but I got her to the point where she would go like, okay, hang on. I need to stop and logically think about this. And it took a while to get her to that point, but I got her there. That's something she's going to keep for her whole life. That thing that she can do, where she can stop, pull back, be logical, keep her emotions in check, is something that the next guy, whoever she's with, he's going to be thankful that she can do that. Because she can now teach that guy how to be more of an alpha, cool motherfucker. And if he does turn out like that through her, fine. I helped another man out, and I kept her from being a psycho bitch and being a shitty girlfriend and shitty to all these men when she can stop and pull back and go, okay, I need to think about this logically. Stop being so emotional. Blah, blah, blah. Right? So there's that. But at the same time, she's going to keep comparing that guy to me. But, you know, what can I do besides that? So there's the first case. Since this is getting a little long, this video is getting a little long, I'm going to make like a part 2 to this. I don't know. I'll talk about it sometime here later. But to give a little preview, this girl, I was her first, so I took her virginity, and there you go. We'll just leave it at that. Stay tuned for part 2, I guess. So, all right. Thanks, guys. I really appreciate it. Everybody that's out there, love you all, as you know. Take care.